My name is Draven Shadowbane. I'm a West Coast Police Officer, badge number GP224. They should put up their warning macros, alerting them that they're going to open fire or tase them 3 times as a warning before committing to the act. Failure to do so would be PD3 attacking civilians without weapons, well, not with weapons, without any course, which is an automatic dismissal from the police force. PD3. Correct. Or would it be PD5? Okay. I knew it was either one of those two. I always trick those two up. Unlawful arrest. I don't think PD9, since that's using personal vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, that could be considered an unlawful arrest. I don't think it's PD9. Isn't that PD11? Arresting without a reason? So again, will that be PD5 or what's the other one? It's not PD13. I think that's no showing arrest. Isn't it PD15 NRP? Gotta be kidding. Ah, it's PD3. PD3. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I just said PD3. PD3 punishment is automatic dismissal from academy if you're a badge officer, and then if you're vested, possible demotion or just dismissal in general, depending on the severity of it. If you ignore orders from superiors, what was the first word again? Subordination. Okay. Subordination or disobeying leaders. Isn't that this one? Insubordination or not following is considered 1 rep, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that correct? And that would be what? Wouldn't that be, since that's no reply or insubordination, PD12 or yeah? Wouldn't that be PD12 since you wouldn't be replying? Oh no, it's PD6. Yeah, it's being points. It's important to follow server laws and state rules because, as an officer, you're the front face of the force and of the city, and it's our job as officers to make sure everyone stays safe and follows the law. Because if we break the law, who's to keep the order? And that puts us on the same level as gangsters. Okay, for that one, I feel like that's no. My guts wanted me to go with PD 15 since it's non role playing and you'll be a state officer following server rules, and if you're not doing that, you're not role playing properly. So, yes, I'm sticking with PD 15. And the warning for that would be one warning. PD 7. I'm sorry. PD 7 violation is considered a one rep, which you can remove that rep after 1 week, but you're not able to get promoted. You're not allowed to use personal vehicles for jobs or arrest. Not allowed either. This one I know at the top of my head is PD9, and that's also one rep. Um, that would be PD8, and it's also one rep.
Can you have people come out? There's shots fired outside of the PD, and I've been radioing. Nobody's showing up. Alrighty. Thank you.
I said PD8, which is one rep. Um, Racial name slurs, cursing, or threatening it. Not threatening a code, no, that's worse. Yeah, name calling, racial slurs, or name calling in general. And that is PD4, disrespectful attitude to civilians or faction members, which the punishment would be one rep. PD4. To go into arrest, let's go from the beginning. We've all been with people who use body cams. So we have to play properly when they're recording us, or if they're recording us, to make sure it goes by smoothly in case they bring it for a green ticket or admin. And in general, so we could talk to civilians if they want to join PD, because with this big server update, we need more officers more than ever, and that's why we need to stay professional because we need to inspire hope in the civilians while also maintaining a professional complexion for those we arrest. I've said this one before, haven't I? I've said this one before. This one, NRP, is one warning. PD freaking 15. 15? Is it correct? That's, that's NRP, that's non roleplay. I know 14 is no info on the arrest, while 13 is the no picture on the arrest or video on the arrest. I know those. PD 11, I don't think it's PD 11 because that's not mistaken or arresting without reason. Okay, crap. Why am I blanking on this? No. I know I could be failing the test right now. Repeat what the question you just asked was. It was why is it important to follow state laws during an arrest and during interactions? And you said something like along the lines, what PD rule would you be breaking and what's the punishment? Damn, I'm good. That one I said because you're interacting with civilians and or criminals that could be recording you body cam wise. So you always need to keep a proper composure, professionalism.
Yeah. I need a PD rule for that.
I don't think it's PD4. I don't think it's PD1. I know it's not PD2. I just went over PD7, violation of state law.
You were really close. Not before.
I don't think it's PD10. I don't think it's PD10 forbidden to insult players. Was it PD1? No. Yes, no,
No.
yes, no. So NRP, correct? Yep. So wouldn't that also fall under PD12 then? No.
We're talking about
PD7 for me? Violation of state law. I don't. When I had it, I only had up to PD15. No, I didn't see a PD16 or 17 when Benny Bang gave it to me. I was only given PD1 through 15. Okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was not given an updated one. I was just given the one all the way up to 15. Permission to ask a question? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being highly likelihood of passing, 1 being having to study the entire thing over, what number can you say or are you not allowed to say? 9? Okay. You must have your body cam rolling with video or camera feed, and you must have info on the arrest before you can post the arrest. Otherwise, it's null and void and will not be put in. You need to see the reason why they're arrested, and you need to have proper reason like violations, and you have the body cam recording of this, of the proper arrest you made. For instance, if they were speeding, you have the body cam footage of that, and the violations put on them before you can properly arrest them. Technically, I think there's 3. There's PD2, which would be imprisonment without cause, if I'm not mistaken. I think the punishment is dismissal. I think I'm wrong, but I think it's dismissal. Oh, if it's with reason, then if it's with reason, then it's 13, 14. No, no pictures, violations, and no information on the arrest, both being considered 1 warning. Failure to result in both is considerable 2 warnings. Then 3 reps is dismissal. Why is it important to give information on people you arrest? The reason it's important to give information on the people you arrest is in case they're questioning why they got arrested or they're being annoying in a way, saying, "What am I doing? I didn't do anything wrong." Every time you give a charge, you're supposed to list their violation, what they did. If they want to give you your passport, you tell them why you're giving this charge. If you had their weapon out in a green zone, explain why they are being arrested for that reason, and always give them the reasons why they need to be arrested. Otherwise, they could consider that improper arrest or unlawful arrest. Oh, so you could get your quota made, and if you don't, admins get a server-wide notification, higher ups get a server-wide notification of the arrest you make, and if they don't see it in the quota chat, they're gonna be like, all right, what's going on? Why isn't he not posting this? And then you'll get in trouble for that. And I believe I know that's one PD rule. No, but I don't know if we're asking for that, but all I know is so you don't get in trouble when you get your quota filled in. You guys look over body cams to ensure we do our arrest properly. We don't break rules. We don't just tase them out without putting macros in. To make sure we're doing it properly, and to help other officers look at these body cams and pick up on things. Oh, on Discord. Okay, it's important to give information on people you arrest so they know their name, their charges, who the arresting officer was, the assisting officer if you had one, and to log the evidence so people know how long they were there. It's the best answer I could think of. Um, you will be removed from the faction with dismissal, because that'd be cuffing a civilian or a gangster for no reason, which is considered PD1, and it might be considered PD2 because that'd be imprisonment without cause, which is also dismissal. Okay. First time an FTO steps in the main meeting area, they assign their unbatched officer. From there, they must give them a PD tour of the second floor where they'll do their MP runs as a unbadged all the way up to sergeant major or sergeant, whatever the rank they have to stop that at. And then they'll go over to contraband, tell them about that. Then they will go down to PD0 where they will commence their driving exam. And they'll go over speed limits in each district, like how fast you can go on interstate, city, all that, etc. Next, you will do your macro training, where you have to do your macros, your do's, me's, flobbies, pat downs, and all 100 codes. Then is I believe it's a taser training, where you'll be supervised by a supervisor and a vested officer with possibly another unbadged and a FTO. Then is the roleplay training, where you'll do a passive arrest and a aggressive arrest. Then 4. Okay. A unbadged can do MP runs. A unbadged can't go on patrols without 2 badged or a badge and a vest. A unbadged cannot make arrest or do any 10-12 arrest. A unbadged can do nothing but MP runs and work their way up and do the badge exam. A badged cannot do solo patrols. A badged can do arrest with a fellow badge officer or a vested officer. A badged can put in arrest. A badge cannot join a company within PD. A badge cannot enter first floor. Only a vest can. A badge can make up to 5 arrests and must maximize their quota potential. A vest can do solo patrols. A vest can join a faction. A vest a vest cannot dismiss someone. A vest must get 3 trainings and 5 arrests per week. A vest can go on the floor 2 and floor 1. A vest must be active as an FTO to help out train new cadets. I believe that's it. I don't know if vests aren't allowed to do. Fall chat? Oh, my gut's saying no. So, a vest cannot use full chats.
Oh, I need you. I need you. As a supervisor. I need you as supervisor. There's nobody responding. I need a supervisor.
A vest cannot use dispatch radios. Not dispatch, but EMS radios. Right. Yay. Yeah. So Captain Bless, what's up? Okay. Yeah. At least I don't have 2 reps this time waiting to see how long I can get as many XP points. Oh, no, no, no. All the time working here, I had 2 reps seeing how long I could go, because this was when I was when I first became a sergeant. I got one for helping Toxic make an arrest because someone jumped out of their vehicle. And I stepped out and tased them.